President is resuming the coronavirus briefings. And I am, again, in that prayerful mode. Please, God, don't let this thing degenerate into a fist fight between the president and the press. The president is trying to give us updates on this virus, show the national response, and the media sits there. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't know how you feel about the return to these 5 p.m. daily briefings. You remember what that was like, the days and weeks as this pandemic began throughout the world. They were fine for a while, and then it kept getting worse and worse. The Jim Acostas and all of these clowns who want to score points, it just would go off the rails. But the president clearly believes that these are important. I think these briefings are important. I know they hate him, but he's the president of the United States. This coronavirus task force should be heard. And they absolutely should be continuing to inform the American people. This is complicated. We have 50 states, 50 sets of problems. This is not one problem. Democrats want a national solution to all of it. And there is no one case fits all. There is no one size fits all. There's not. And I applaud the willingness to go back to these daily briefings, but I'm also apprehensive because I'm just afraid it's going to turn into a crap storm again. As a result of the media, the reporters in that briefing attacking and interrupting and fighting with the president, with the vice president. What do you think about the resumption of these 5 p.m. briefings? Let me kind of quickly take your pulse on this. 1-800-655-MIKE. Press 1 to come on air with us. I'd like to get a quick snapshot of how you're receiving the news that President Trump is resuming these daily coronavirus press briefings. I know why they got rid of them, because they were becoming so volatile and so explosive and so distracting. And it was hard to even follow what the lessons were being learned and what the guidance was from the federal government because of the Jim Acosta factor. Do you think it's a good idea, or is this a terrible idea? I was disappointed when they went away, but I truly got it. I understand why they went away. I think the president just said, I'm fed up with this. So what do you make of it? Is it a good idea to resume these briefings or not? 800-655-MIKE. 800-655-6453. Here in the ReliefFactor.com studios, working from home. This is a good day, incidentally, to check out the video stream, because if you happen to love the arts or entertainment, I'm in home today, and I'm in a different room. I'm in the bedroom, and I'm in front of my dresser, and over my, let's see, what is that? My right shoulder, there's a piece of hardware that is my most cherished possession. And I'm very, very excited to show it off. I don't get to show it off very often, but it's something I got a few years ago in New York. Theater fans will recognize it. So check it out. Mike, if you go to MikeOnline.com, we live stream the show every day. Of course, free podcasts are available for download. Take us with you 24/7. We're grateful you're listening to us here on your favorite radio station. And I hope you check out the stream today, because we stream. Go to MikeOnline.com, click Watch Mike on TV, and you'll see, I'm not going to brag about it. I feel a little goofy about it, but over my right shoulder, you'll see a little award that is pretty cool. Not a lot of people have one of these things, and it is, honestly, it is one of my most cherished possessions. Let's start with Rick. Hey, Rick, thanks for joining us. What do you think about the coronavirus daily briefings returning today?
Yeah, good morning, Mike. Thanks for taking my call.
You bet.
First of all, I thought they did a lot of good originally. I was a little disappointed that he canceled them. And as much to be honest, not only for the virus itself, which is important, But from a political standpoint, Trump gets such poor press, intentionally lying press everywhere, that this is a chance for him to speak directly and tell the truth to the American people. That's how I feel about it. So,
Okay, I
other than
appreciate
a
it. Yeah,
few
I mean,
outlets,
I've got mixed emotions. I mean, I don't want it to go off the rails. I just want, I just want the president to be shown. I don't want to look. I don't want him to feel detached. He's not detached. He's very engaged. But I don't know. Let's see what Mike thinks. Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good, good. Are you glad these briefings are going to resume or not?
Yes, I am, because I think it's an opportunity for the president to set the story straight. In my own opinion, from everything that I'm seeing and watching, I believe that this is a weapon, and it's slowly being released in different areas to get a democratic reaction that the president is not doing his job. There's a difference between a case and a person who's diagnosed with it, and it's also a big problem because when hospitals are not doing their regular surgeries, which is what they make their money on, if you have a person that has a heart attack, Medicare pays them $12,000. If you find something to link it to the coronavirus, they now get paid $43,000.
Yep, yep.
So
I don't know that those numbers are right, but I've heard those numbers too. That they get more if there's, and that may be part of a disinformation campaign. I don't know. It makes sense. I mean, we've heard that too. We know that they're calling every single death of somebody who with somebody who has COVID a COVID death. So I share your listen. Being skeptical, being cynical, being suspicious. It's really understandable. Thanks, Mike. Here's Joe. Hey, Joe, what do you think? Are you glad the briefings are resuming?
I think it's a great idea, Mike. To be honest with you, in 2016 when he was running, everybody talked about all the bad press that he got, but he got a lot of press, and that was good for his campaign. It's
Right.
running again. Joe Biden's hiding in the basement. Even if the press puts a negative spin on these things, it keeps him out in front. It keeps him in people's eyes. It keeps him relevant and keeps him in front of his people.
You know what? You've just convinced me. You're right, Joe. I'm going to give you all the credit in the world because you've changed my mind. Yeah, or not really changed my mind, but you've helped focus me on what is important. And you're right. These briefings are important. I'm glad they're coming back. And hey, if he battles the press, he battles the press. It'll just be another day in the Trump administration and in America. Hopefully, normal people will watch, will learn, will glean something for it, and realize we are far better off with him at the helm than Joe Biden.